Good morning, everybody. Welcome to week 5 of HRD 631, The Adult Learner. This week is really, to me, an exciting week because we're going to really dig into the adult learning theories. One specifically called andragogy, and the other one is all about self-directed learning. Two key components in how adults learn, how we retain knowledge, how we take in information, and some other theories throughout the week we're going to be studying. So, this is my introduction overview video. Going to quickly go through these. We're going to develop an understanding of various adult learning models, theories, and frameworks. The three particular ones are Knowles' andragogy, McCluskey's theory of margin, which I think you might find interesting. All of us are dealing with demands and basically what's on our plate and how we can handle it. McCluskey's theory of margin kind of puts it into mathematical terms in not a complicated way, but basically it looks at, okay, what do we have, what are we dealing with, and how able are we to cope? I think this is, at least for me, one of the most important theories that take-home messages from this week, along with Jarvis's model and Knowles' andragogy. I have a PowerPoint on and some videos on each one of those. So here are the learning objectives for week number 5. What are we going to do? Well, in our text, chapters 4 and 5, in our electronic resources, we have 2, and I say optional. This is one page, the Pro model from Brockett, and the other one for Ruffman, Learning Beyond Adulthood. Learning Beyond High School. This is a little dated, but it's still important information. I opted to keep it in this semester just because of that. So these are the readings. Viewing, I put a PowerPoint presentation in. We'll take a look at that in a minute. I'd like to record the PowerPoint, but I wanted to get the information out to everybody before then. So I think tomorrow I will record the PowerPoint, but for now it is the basic PowerPoint if anybody wants to get going. A couple of YouTube videos, and I say optional. This is really up to you. I find a combination of the text, reading, writing, and also viewing is important to a lot of people. I've received feedback over the years that the students, you guys, including myself, I really do enjoy the videos, and I usually put in a really good YouTube video that covers topics that I would like to cover in this course. So the first one's on andragogy. I think it's about an 11-minute video. Second one is on McCluskey's theory of margin. This is about 3 minutes. So between the two of them, you're looking at 14 minutes at most. You can always set the timer quickly, listen to it at 1.5 times, and then you're going to cut that down. Okay, due soon. October 4th, our exploration project. I'll take a look at that in a second. Please participate in the discussion forums for this week. Now I'm going to go down just on the, first of all, let's go back here for a second. You can find this materials on content, come down to content, week 5 materials right in here. Okay, so we're coming down. Framework for the week. This is, you can download. I'm going to click on this quickly, show you what's here. Basically, it's what I just covered. You can click on that and you're going to get an electronic file, or you're going to get a Word doc that covers all of the materials. Go back. Come back down. Brief summary. I put a text summary of each one of these chapters. Gives you a quick overview of both of the chapters in a couple paragraphs, 3-paragraph form. My PowerPoint that I put together on these 2 chapters is here. And once again, I will either tomorrow, which is Sunday, or Monday, I will record this video in the same format that I'm using right now. And when I do that, I'll put it in here. So You can certainly take a look at it as it stands right now, but I think it will be a little more interesting with some commentary on my part. Our electronic reserve materials, I put them in here so you don't have to go looking for them. And then our week 6 preview or advanced organizer. Another thing I added to this week is the exploration questions from some of my students from some of the classes over the last 8 years. Now, due on October 4th is simply that, the exploration question, and that it's not a major assignment, but it's an opportunity to me to see your question, and if need be, make some suggestions, comments, or raise some concerns. Usually, or not usually, but once in a while, the questions are overly ambitious and they would be more suited for a master's thesis or a doctoral dissertation. So just a kind of an interesting tidbit. When about 20 years ago, I was in this class and I wrote, my exploration project, and I was really interested in what are the conditions that are conducive to adult learning. Now, I was questioned at length by Will Callender, who Will used to be a professor in this program, about what do you mean by conditions? Well, really what I meant by the conditions are what are the settings? What are some of the implications to having a room full of adults? And he pressed me on that. And really what he was doing was trying to get me to clarify what my question was. So I'm going to click on this and just show you what's included. Here's the comprehensive list. You just click on that. I'm getting there. Just bear with me. No, that's not it. Okay, so here are the exploration project questions. Take a look at them. They can be simple. They can tie in with various theories. Here's one that I really enjoyed this project. How can nurses use critical and reflective practice to help with patient education? Over the years, I've had an awful lot of registered nurses in the class. And oftentimes they're looking at their professional practice, which could be as a nurse educator, or it could be also bedside. So please take a look at these questions. I think they're going to just give you an idea of some of the previous questions and what I'm looking for with this assignment. So let me go back to our class. Week 5 materials. Come down to the bottom. We have a discussion forum this week, and I'm asking you to select one key theory or assumption in chapter 4. Please discuss 1, 2. That is it. And I also say, take a look at page 85 for some insight into the discussion forum. This doesn't have to be a huge project on your part. I'm looking for 100 to 200 words in that range. If you can do it in 50 or 75, that's fine. And if all possible, get your initial post done by the end of Wednesday, if not maybe Thursday, and then chime in on a couple other students. The assignment, exploration project, it's due here. You're going to click on that, and as I say, just the question and not the entire project. Now, feel free to contact me beforehand with an idea that you might have on your assignment and your question. I've received a few comments, a few questions, draft questions from folks in our class. Feel free to use me as a resource, and I'd be happy to take a look, maybe make a couple of suggestions even before you formally submit it. But I'm here to help. So if you have any questions, comments, concern, please reach out to me. You have my telephone number, you have my email, and you can text me. So good luck this week. I'd be happy to meet with you on Zoom also. If you have any questions, just fire away. See you later. Bye.